Sequence 5, Commitment Plan Presentation Formats. Hello, dear participants. Welcome to our training workshop on drawing up and updating commitment plans. Today, we are going to look at Sequence 5, entitled Commitment Plans Presentation Formats. The aim of this sequence is to explain the different presentation formats for each type of commitment plan. We saw in a previous sequence that there are two main types of commitment plans: sectoral commitment plans and consolidated commitment plans. Each type of commitment plan follows a specific format. The intermediate consolidated commitment plan is a hybrid. It has exactly the same row and column format as the segment commitment plans. But because it is a consolidated commitment plan, the figures it contains represent the sum of all the segment commitment plans. A good understanding of commitment plan formats requires that the notion of large mass and the notion of priority be defined beforehand. All expenditure must belong to one of the major categories. We distinguish in order: 1. Personnel expenditure. 2. Expenditure on goods and services. 3. Transfers. 4. Investments. And 5. Other expenditure. Each expenditure is assigned an order of priority. The order of priority is as follows: 1. Compulsory expenditure, which is the highest level of priority and refers to incompressible program expenditure within the department. These include salaries and arrears related to services rendered. Number 2, priority expenses, which constitute the second level of priority. These are expenses that contribute to significant movement in the performance indicators assigned to the ministry and which help to achieve the objective of the ministry's program. Number 3, other expenses constitute the final level of priority. These are expenditures that are neither mandatory nor a priority. The level of priority of an expense is set by the administration using it. For example, the construction of a building may be classified as compulsory in one context and merely a priority in another. On the other hand, the purpose of an expense will determine the mass in which it will be housed, whatever the context. For example, the payment of a bonus is a personnel expense, whatever the administration concerned. We begin by describing the sector commitment plan, or the SCP. The SCP is summarized in a table showing the programming by major expenditure mass. The SCP includes, in column, the types of expenditure and programs, the amount of appropriation voted, the amount of appropriation available, the monthly schedule of commitments and liquidations, ordering, and the total. In rows, the various types of expenditure classified by major category, Within each major mass, expenditure categories are listed in order of priority. For example, in the major mass expenditure on goods and services, you will find in order the following categories: compulsory expenditure, priority expenditure, other expenditure on goods and services. The CCP, which aggregates data from all SCP, includes, in columns, the expenditures economic or functional code, the expenditures title, the annual amount of appropriations, the monthly schedule of commitments and liquidations, ordering, and the total. In rows, the types of expenditure in order of priority, that is to say, compulsory expenditure, priority expenditure, and other expenditure. Certain expenditure items, such as debt, rent, and strategic expenditure, are processed at the central level and appear in the CCP, but do not originate from the SCP. From this sequence, you should note that there are two commitment plan formats: the sector commitment plan format, in which the types of expenditure are classified by major mass, and the consolidated commitment plan format, in which the types of expenditure are classified by order of priority.